The girl's pupils suddenly turned red. She stared at her mother eerily. Then the mother seemed to be under control. She thrust her hand toward the boiling oil. The girl looked at her expressionless, and the next second, the woman struggled desperately, but she couldn't get her hands out. The neighbors heard the sound. Come in and help the woman get her hand out. The girl's eyes also returned to normal. The woman was then taken to a hospital. In the face of her husband's inquiries, she didn't say a word. After the woman was discharged, she came to the edge of the cliff and began to cry. Suddenly the girl blinked her eyes. The woman just jumped. A few years later, no one's gonna mess with these kids anymore. A doctor for one misoperation. She gave the girl the wrong medicine. The girl cried out in pain. Despite this woman's constant apology, but she still didn't get away with it. The girl winked at the woman. The woman gave a frightened expression, uncontrollably picked up the potion, and then squeezed it all into the eye. The villagers suspected that the child had done it, but they don't have any evidence. They always travel in pairs. Only the last boy was alone, because his partner didn't survive the birth. The boy came to the town cemetery, just happened to meet his partner's mother. She felt guilty for years about the death of her child. All of a sudden, the boy foresaw the image of a woman committing suicide shortly after. This boy is different from the other children. He can feel the sorrow of others. And that's when David came to the cemetery. He was remembering his dead wife. The boy felt the man's sorrow, so he slowly took his hand. David was in some kind of accident. Think these kids are gonna be saved. Day 2. He tried to change children with knowledge, but he found that the children knew everything but no expression. And when David left, the cleaner came into the classroom. He taunted the boy with a mop and say they're all monsters. And that's when the child's eyes read at the same time. The man steps back. The children followed. He walked out of the classroom, went backwards up a ladder.